Good morning, traders. Welcome to the TMT Stock Market Strategy video for Wednesday, January 25th. Well, it looks like we got some movement finally after almost 2 months of early December up until now. The markets have been consolidating and unwinding their overbought readings in our oscillators. And we've talked about this, that it's not necessarily bearish. A lot of technicians or so-called technicians think that the market's unwind and it's going to be we have bearish implications because the oscillator is moving out. But if price is going nowhere, what is it telling you? That means that it's well supported. So that means that the oscillator is just kind of unwind their overbought reading, which is bullish. We talk about this. We teach this at TMT in our classes. We also said that patience. Patience is a virtue here in this market, especially in this market. And when we talk about, waiting to see what happens, look for something else. If you're an indexer, look in the index. You have to use extreme patience, especially when you're indexing, because it's so manipulated and heavily manipulated with the algos and HFTs. You just have to be patient and say, okay, well, this is not the best setup, and take the high probability trade. Again, this is what we teach here in our classes. So anyway, moving forward, what happened? Well, we had a nice little move. Really, nothing happened. We had some numbers come out. Some of them were soft. Some of them were great. Our housing numbers were actually poor. It was lousy. And we rallied yesterday. Why? Because that's what the market wants to do. Should the markets be up here? Should the markets be elevated here at all-time highs, 24 times forward PE? Of course not. It's insane. But that's what the market is giving us today, and that's what you as a trader have to change and adapt if you're not looking for that long setup, or if you're taking shots at shorts, that's fine, but just make sure that you are a seasoned trader and you know how to get out of them when they go against you. So what are we looking for? Well, what happens is a lot of the retail traders, what they'll do is they anticipate the market to break down or break up, right? So it's a 50-50 shot you're going to make money. Now, is that trading? No. We want the high probability trade. We want the probability on our side. We're not gambling here. This is an art, not a science. So you have to learn the task of technical analysis or whatever style of trading that you are looking to do, whether it be fundamentals or technicals. But we don't want to just go and say, okay, I'm going to continue to be short here because I think the market's going to break down. And at one point, they are going to break down. To me, as at the moment, I think we're on our final leg up in this crazy bull market that's been elevated by the ECB and the central banks and the Fed around the world. It's nothing more other than that. And also adding fuel to the fire on what Trump is going to do. Now, Trump kind of sparked a rally yesterday at the end, right around 1 o'clock. He had executive orders out there, and also with the Keystone Pipeline, implementing that. And again, if you want to look at it, go into the news. But so that was all positive with reinstating jobs. And I'm going to, if the pipeline is going to be built here in the United States, well, the steel is going to be bought here in the United States. So that's all good. Everybody felt good about it. So they ended up buying the market and pushing the market higher. And what happened? It elected the stops above the range, and I'll show that to you. It would have happened the same as if they didn't like what he said. It would have elected the sell stops, and that would have triggered shorts, new shorts, and also longs getting out of their, longs that are getting out of their position. Okay, same thing with the upside. We have a ton of shorts, and what's going to happen, and why I believe that we're on our fifth leg up here, is because what happens is the shorts will get wiped out. The longs, there'll be no more longs to buy and push this market up. And then that's when the market will pause, stop to roll over, and pullbacks turn into corrections. So just keep that in mind. Let's go right into it. Dollar helping equity markets, which is good, but we caught this horizontal trend line of 25.90, and also with this uptrend line. So this is going to need to hold. If not, we're going to go back down to 25.60. We'll fill that gap. Remember, gaps usually get filled. This is a big one, so I would probably say that this would be filled, okay? But this is helping equities, not and also should be helping commodities as well. But I'm going to show that to you right now. Want to just show you the big picture. Here is where I think will be the end of the equity markets. Now, this is going to change because as the markets continue to move higher, we're going to continue to go away from our uptrend line. Now, this is from 2009, guys. This is the low. This is when we had the crash. So we're back up here now. So as we move higher, okay, and we start to roll over, you'll see where the break would be. Right now it's around 217 and 203. We need to break these two levels, and of course we're way away right now, especially the 203. And this is a monthly chart. This is going to take some time. This is not going to be tomorrow or the next day. At one point, we might get a pullback to this level and probably make a higher low. And let me show you what I'm thinking about here. Again, it's all due in time, and this is probably going to be sometime, I believe, probably the second to third quarter, maybe even in the summer going into September. But even if you rally maybe another month, next month, and then we gradually get the pullback into here, hold, and then rally again, make that lower high from this previous high, and then break, and then hold, and then bam, and that's where we get the big flush lower. And that could be months. That could be months. It doesn't have to be, but it can be months. As you can see, we do have some very large candles, which 210, let's just say 210, 180. You're talking 30 points, so that could easily break here if you ever get some really fear in the markets. But these are the areas right now I'm looking for. Of course, I'll present these charts to you again as we have some sort of evidence that we may be rolling over. Next is going to be the Spiders Daily, and guys, this is where the premium video comes into play, and I'm going to have a real big, exciting announcement. You could see here we've been basing, and this is just a daily chart. We dial it down into a real intraday time frame chart where you can see your actionable areas where you can buy and sell, or short, of course, spiders and other instruments that we use. But this here is breaking out, and I want to just show you without it. Let me pause the. All right, and this is without it, just to show you, make it a little cleaner. We still really haven't broken out as of yet. So this is what I'm looking for today. Obviously, today I would be looking to buy pullbacks, okay? Pullbacks, deep pullbacks. I would not be looking to short. We're taking out some key areas, and I just want to show you here. Let me just get that down a little bit better. All right, there we go. You could see that we're not there yet. But if we take out yesterday's high, which as of right now, early morning Wednesday, we are, I would be looking to buy pullbacks. Please don't short the market, especially when we're starting to break out. I would not be looking to short. This thing probably has a little more legs. And if we do break out, your target's going to be somewhere around 231 to 232. That's the upper end of this big bearish rising wedge. So, and it has a lot of fuel. We've been basing for 2 months. Our oscillators are lower, as you can see. That's going to add fuel to the fire to break the oscillators up today. And we had some volume yesterday, so I would not be looking to short the market. As much as I would love to short this market, don't short the market. Just follow the trend. The trend is your friend. I know it's corny, but please, that's what the market is giving us, and as professionals, that's what you should be doing. I showed you the 60-minute. We have a big bearish rising wedge. Big ascending triangle. I'm not even going to show you where it measures to at the moment. Let's see if we break out. We need 2 closes above. We haven't gotten that yet, so we need 2 closes above the 60-minute, and then take out the 2 closing highs, and then we're off to the races. Okay, that'll confirm the uptrend is intact, and we're on our 5th wave, 5th and final wave for that matter. All right, TLT. How we playing it at TMT? Very simple. We are right here at this pivotal area, and this is important because we need to hold this area here of 119. If we lose 119, we're going to probably get to the bottom of this channel, 116.64. Okay, so I'm playing it right now. I'm going to either look for a takeout of the 50-day moving average of 122 or 119. Those are going to be your 2 areas. 122, we go higher, we fill the gap, probably at least get to the 200. 119 break, we get down to 116. I'm not doing anything inside here. There's nothing to do. So those are your 2 areas for today. GDX, nice small little doji. I think GDX and gold really had its movement. 38% retracement, logical area for a pullback. Let's see if we get a pullback right back down to the lower end of the proprietary price channel, if not to the lower end of the downtrend line. Now I am looking for a buy-in here. Okay, where we don't know where this stops, but hopefully it stops here. That'll make a higher low from this preview low, and then we go back off to the races. Remember, when the equities are moving higher, there's no need to buy gold. Fear is not around. Obviously, VIX just got decimated yesterday yet again. Remember, this is where I say that this is a very dangerous market. This 5th leg up was the final wave. It could stop at any time. when you have 6-year complacency highs, you have numbers aren't so well. Earnings aren't that great, number two, and on top of that, you have the VIX at all-time lows. There is absolutely no fear, and everybody piling in to buy stocks. That's what they want, meaning smart money. They want everybody to buy stocks here. They want to sell into this and get short the market for a big move lower. So just please use caution. GLD, same thing, guys. Okay, looking for a move lower, and where it stops, hopefully it'll be higher low from there. Let's create a little bit of a base and break out of that base, and that's where that true buy-in is going to be right now in gold. IWM, okay, we did get a break below the 135. We had 2 closes below, and that's where you have to be really fast. If you're a swing trader, you're trailing, so you're fine. Even if you're day trading, you made a good sum of money in IWM if you trade the IWM. All right, but what does this look like to me? Well, this just looks like a bull flag here. I mean, this honestly, guys, looks like a bull flag, and for higher prices. I mean, I think we're going to challenge the highs, if not take out the highs, at least in the short term. Okay, if we break back down again, I'm looking for a 38% retracement, which is still right here. And remember that thin zone. Okay, maybe it doesn't happen yet. Maybe we tag it and we roll over again. But right now, this is bullish, so I would not be looking to short IWM. Head and shoulders on that IYT, the transports, probably not going to work, and it hasn't worked yet, by the way. Remember, this is just a pattern that's been identified. It has not triggered. It needed to take out 160, 125, and it's not a great looking head and shoulders, but as a technician, this is what you need to do. You need to kind of figure out different patterns and see if it works. And if it takes out the head or challenges the head and starts to roll over again, that'll just be a double top. We'll take this out. But right now, let's take a look at it. What I really want to show you is this. I've showed these to you before, IYT and the Dow Jones and the transports. We want to see who's leading, and right now, transports, if the IYT daily, you can see both very similar, but what's happening here? The transports have taken out of this downtrend line, and the Dow has not as of yet. This is leading. This is very bullish, at least for the 5th leg, okay? Next and last is going to be your Qs. Baba came out yesterday with earnings, and this is where let me show you. This is Wells Fargo, but let me show you Baba. And this is where I say, guys, if you're looking for something to do, and you see, this is what I like to look at on daily charts. If the indexes really weren't doing anything until Donald Trump came out with the executive orders on TV and pushed the markets out of the ranges. They weren't doing anything. And this is what you look for. Look for stocks that came out with earnings. This was pre-earnings, right? They ran them into earnings, but look at what a beautiful base. You know, this is what we teach you here. This is what you're looking for. You're looking for base building in stocks, right? That was in a downtrend, that alleviated the downside, which is the bearish symmetry of lower lows and low highs, and now is actually curled up, right? And we took out that base. This is very, very bullish. And we had, I believe, 4 quarters of Baba that were guided lower guidance. And this is the first quarter that now is saying we're guiding higher. So to me, I'm looking for at least a challenge of 110. And this is something that you can look at and buy on pullbacks, until it doesn't work. So just trying to give you guys an idea. If the indexes aren't doing it, which they really, I got to tell you, since July, we've been range bound mode, and then we rallied on the Trump rally in the election, and that's pretty much it. We went sideways for 2 months. So you could pick your spots indexing, but if you're looking for, you got to start looking for other things because this is a new way right now. The market's just base for a month to 2 months, and rally, and then they'll base again until we get some fear coming into the marketplace. Right? Hope it helps everybody. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.